Hey guys, it's Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here with my final update for my 21 and 2021 Project Pan. The next video you see on this project will be the finale, but y'all, we have covered so much ground since the last update that I am super excited to share it with you. So if you're into Project Pans and you like seeing makeup that's been finished, then just keep watching. Here we go. Alright, so I did actually 21 makeup products in this Project Pan. It's been an endeavor, okay? And for a lot of these updates, it's been like, I haven't really made much progress, you know. But the tides have changed, have shifted. The tides have, whatever. We have made progress. So let's go through it. I gotta get comfortable for this. I gotta get comfortable here. Okay. So there are products left for sure, and I'm definitely going to focus in on those for this last month or so. But overall, I'm really happy with our progress. So I guess we'll just start with finished makeup. Yeah, let's start with finished makeup. So the first thing is Laura Mercier. This is the translucent pressed powder. And this is 100% done. As you can see, there's nothing left in here. So that's super exciting. I really enjoyed this product. The next thing that is finished is Too Faced Major Hangover RX. This big thing, it's like a bigger container than they usually sell, and it is completely empty. I have gotten everything out of it that I can get out of it. I really enjoy this primer so much. Definitely would get that again in the future. Also, I am saving all my makeup empties for the year, and I have gone through a lot of these in my last makeup empties video, so make sure you check that out if you like seeing finished makeup. I know it's very inspiring. Some of this will be a repeat, but not all of it. I finished up the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. This one, I really enjoy this foundation, but it's completely empty and nothing else is coming out. Mine was in 12 in Fair Neutral. This was actually a repurchase. I've gone through this before, so I've gone through 2 total, and I would repurchase it again in the future. But I'm trying to work through my cream products. Like back here are some of my foundations, not all of them, and just in that bin there's like 7. So I'm trying to not buy foundations, primers, and concealers. I've slipped up a couple of times, but for the most part I've been good about being like, no Abby, like you gotta finish what you got. But this particular one had an expiration date of October, so I did finish it by that expiration date, and I did enjoy it and would repurchase that. Some of these I had finished previously in previous updates, but I'm just going to go through everything. So far we have 3 empty out of 21. Here is the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in Sunkiss. I have had this in my collection for a really long time. I've had it since the first launch. They relaunched it like 2 summers ago, but it had come out way before that. And I don't really like repress pans, so I just considered this done, and I did really enjoy this. I kind of went up and down with how I felt about it, but I'm glad that it's done. So that's 4 out of 21. Oh my gosh, Ciate, this is the blush in Summer Love. It's all like messed up. I've had this one for a really long time. I got it during a Sephora sale maybe like 6 years ago. Like it probably is legitimately that old. But there we go. How exciting. So this did fall off the pan, like the glue came off. So I used it for a while like that, and then it started crumbling. So some of this did crumble away, but I used as much of it as I could considering that the packaging failed me. So that is really exciting. So that's 5 out of 21 products are finished. Here is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in Radiant. I really like this as well. I've gone through it a couple of times. It's a very easy to use primer for me because I tend to like hydrating or glowy type primers. So that one is done. So that's 6 out of the 21 are finished. Woohoo! Alright, and then we have a couple that have been decluttered because they have gone off. So the ColourPop Lippy Stick and Cami Matte 1914. So there is still product in here, but it smells like Play-Doh at this point that we're just going to have to let it go. My lipstick collection is also another area of, I don't want to declutter, but as I finish things or as things go off, I'm really being I don't know. I'm really being focused on what to repurchase, and I have some lip products that as they've gone bad, I have repurchased them because I really like them, but there's also ones I've realized I just don't use that much, so I don't repurchase those, and I'm trying to have a smaller lipstick collection as well. And my lipstick collection has always been kind of smaller, but it's too big for me. Pixie by Petra, this is another one that went off. This is Puddle Pusher. I actually do really like this formula as well. I don't feel like this formula lasted very long in terms of like going off, but it was good. I enjoyed using it. Oh, I forgot. Here's another finished product. So this is 7 empties out of 21, which is the HelloFab Bendy Avocado Concealer. Used this one completely up. I took the stopper out and scraped out as much as I could. This was okay. I didn't love it, but I'm glad that it didn't get wasted in my collection. Okay, one product that we are decluttering. I think I'm over it. Oops, something gross got on here. Ugh. Okay, this is the NYX NYX Nuvio Chic Avant Pop palette. This one is so old, what, like 6 or 7 years old. It doesn't perform anymore, and I just don't have any desire to reach for it. I've tried so much in the last year to reach for it, and I think I've done twice, and each time I was just kind of like, meh, really over it. So we are going to go ahead and declutter, and this was one of my chopping block items from the project pan. Alright, so 7 products were 100% used up, and then we have 3 products that have gone off, or I'm just considering them done. So we're at 10 products, almost 50% that are used or done, so that feels really good. I have a couple of products here that are close that I'm really going to focus on for the rest of the year, and we'll see what happens. The first being the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. So this was one of my like goodbye products, like the Avant Pop, where I just wanted to see how much use I could get out of it. And this one you can see I've totally gotten a lot of use. It's broken. This is even going off in smell, so it really can't go on past this year. But here is what we are looking like. So this one fell and broke, but I had hit pan. It probably looked like this before it fell and broke. This one I'm considering done because I can't really get any of that out. I've hit pan on this since the last update. I have finished this since the last update. It was a highlighter. And then these have pretty big dents in them since the last update, and I'm not really using these because they're just not like good color matches for me. I mean, I'll still like dabble in them, but I really want to use this up. This I use as an under eye setting powder, and then to maybe at least hit pan in these 2. So I only really come in here for those 3 products. And these bronzers, I don't really dabble in them. I'm not opposed to it, but I just don't. So I don't have any expectations. But this is pretty good. I think this is the most I've done in a pan ever. And it feels pretty good. So that's awesome. Have you guys ever used up a whole palette, that's what I meant to say. I've never used up a whole palette before. This is the most I've ever done. But have you guys ever used up a palette? Let me know. But I'm definitely still working through this and have goals of finishing it. The second thing that I'm still working through is Laura Mercier Highlight 01. I haven't really used this since the last couple of updates, but I'm going to make it a focus to use this up. So these two I'm going to keep in my my everyday makeup basket. No, my makeup basket express I keep in my bathroom for days I have to do really quick makeup, like 5 minutes or less. So these will be good to add in there. And that basket's almost become like a project pan basket because I just leave products in there until they're done and I'm just cranking out. Like that's how I've used up most of this makeup, is just like just focusing, going in and doing the best I can. My makeup today I did in here, my beauty room, and days that I have time to sit down and spend 15 to 30 minutes on my makeup, that's when I come in here and really get glammed up. So this is makeup from my Thanksgiving makeup basket. I talked about everything I pulled, but this is the Morphe Boss Babe on my eyelids, and then we pulled a bunch of drugstore makeup. So like this bronzer is the Revlon Lights bronzer, and the blush is Milani Berry Amore. So lots of drugstore products on my face. Oh, my lips though, because I didn't really go over it in the video, is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Gloss. And this one is an 885 Shell Pink. I really like these glosses. They're pigmented, but they're still glossy. And my nails are an Essie gel color. I forget what it's called. But it looks like I already chipped one. I just did them last night, but I must have been pretty busy when I was doing my nails and not letting them dry. Okay. So I'll probably go over them one more time. When I see that they're chipped after one day, I'll like just touch them up. But anyways, these next, okay, we're still in the like, there's progress. We'll see what happens. Stila Kitten Heavenly Hue highlighter. This one is so beyond gone, but I still keep picking at it. So this might be as much as we get done, but I'll keep playing with it and see how far we can get with it. I'm still working through this Tarte Exposed highlighter. It's like a mini size that I've had for quite a long time. And I am like basically done, but not quite done. I'm going to see how much I can get out of that last little bit. This is the last primer from this Project Pan. This is the No Problem Primer. It actually expires in November, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take it till the end, or hopefully finish it. So it's less than half, and this is the primer that I'm using in my Makeup Basket Express, so it's getting a lot of use in there. And it's okay. It's kind of like silicone-y mixed with a hydrating primer. So I have kind of like mixed feelings about it, but I want to try to use it up. I'm pretty sure that was a BoxyCharm item from years ago. This one I have not used in months, and I need to just put it in my, probably in here, or maybe my Makeup Basket Express. I don't know. I haven't used it. This is a L'Oreal Infallible Loose Setting Powder, Translucent Light Medium. The packaging is just so frustrating. It's so messy, so maybe it would be best to use it in my bathroom, but it's about halfway, so I don't know that I can finish it all up, but I'll definitely keep it if I don't finish it. Okay, the last few products don't have a lot of progress, and they're definitely ones I'll keep regardless. If I don't finish them, I'll just roll them over. But I have a couple of Buxom lip glosses, and I have one that's not here in White Russian, but Buxom Dolly, I love this one, but we're maybe about halfway through on it, so not making as much progress as I would want. The next one is Buxom Mudslide. Again, maybe like a third through, but I like it. I love that formula, so we'll just keep it. And then these L'Oreal Brow Stylists, I have a thick and thin one. Haven't made a lot of progress here. I have been using them more. Like I used this thicker one today while I was getting ready, and I just kind of grab them as I need them. Let's see, this thin one. Ooh, is this one done? Oh no, I was turning the wrong way. All right, so here is how much progress is left in them. I feel like these last like a long time, especially because they're like going on your skin and not your actual eye, that you can get away with using them for a lot longer. So I'll definitely keep them regardless. but I would like to finish them, and I do like the way it makes my brows look, but I'm just not done yet. So overall, I think I'm crushing it. I think I'm doing really well. I'm only truly down to a few products here, and some of them, like the Stila and this Tarte, I would consider this done if we're still in this situation for the finale. And then obviously the Revlon, or the Revolution contour palette. So those three are going to be done regardless because they're so close or going off anyways. So I'm really down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products that I need to focus on in the next month or so that is left in the project pan. And I really think I can finish this primer, but I'm not really sure about the other products. The primer will be done regardless at the end of the project. So I'm probably just going to be down to these. And I said that I would get rid of the highlighter in past updates, but maybe I'll just go ahead and keep it. So we're really down to 4 products that I'm not sure I can finish. So I really need to focus really hard on. But otherwise, I think this project is going really well. I am happy to continue to use up my products. In the last year, I've done better about buying less and buying less frequently. For the first 4-ish months of this year, I did a no buy where I literally bought nothing. I mean, I think my husband bought me some stuff in there, and I think that was like the only exception to it. But otherwise, I didn't buy anything, and I don't think I would ever do that again. But it did help me slow down my pace of buying makeup. So now I just truly pick up things here and there as I see them. Like, for example, like I saw this Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink and like their little Scorpio collection. And this particular color is in Believer. And I was like, you know what? I'm a Scorpio. I like that color. Let me grab it. And I just picked that up. I might have gotten one other thing with it. But I'm doing better about just grabbing things that call out my name opposed to just like impulsively buying a ton of makeup, which is what I used to do, which is okay. Like, it's fine. I just have accumulated this huge collection that I love, but I don't necessarily need. And I think if I lost all my makeup and was rebuilding, I wouldn't rebuild this big of a collection, at least not right away. Maybe over the years it would expand, but I like grew this collection like fairly quickly, so it's all good. I've talked about it in past declutters and all that. I love it, but it's definitely like life has seasons and we ebb and flow through them, and it's all good. So thank you so much for being here. Let me know how your project pan's going down in the comments. I am going to do a project pan for 2022. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do at this point. I've thought about, I guess what really worked for me is that basket in my bathroom, the Makeup Basket Express. So I've thought about pulling like a subsection of products that I just rotate in there as I finish them up. And then that will free up the rest of my collection to keep rotating and enjoying my weekly makeup baskets. And I'll kind of have more full range for my beauty room. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards because I have found in the past too much project panning results in me neglecting my makeup collection. And so then I'll go like 6 months without using like any other foundation than like the 2 that I'm panning. And I don't like that either. So I'm trying to find that balance where I can still rotate my makeup and enjoy it, but I'm not just using project pan. So, and I don't want to stop project pan. It's complicated, y'all. It's complicated. Anyways, thank you all so much for being here. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure those notifications are on because I post very irregularly outside of my weekly makeup basket. So if you want to make sure you see what I'm posting about, then turn on those notifications. I hope you're all well, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.